The sound is not that loud. Pump it up.
C'est lui qui envoie les mots. Moi, je voudrais que vous allez voir là. De toute façon, parce qu'on partage l'écran. Oui. Donc, il n'y a pas de trouble. Excusez-moi.
C'est des longs mots, là. Ils ont rajouté dans Yasma Potter, on va dire. On a commencé.
Smelly. Smelly belly.
Oh, on peut le prononcer.
Essayer de le prononcer.
Chacun notre tour. Ah oui, ah.
Vous êtes obligés.
Ça veut dire que c'est une langue qui est comme évoluée sur
Okay then.
1000 ans.
It's recording everything.
Okay, all right, everybody. Hana gadi wahi ka joke was so don't see us nyari. Gazit on Rio, you just go in Noji on Dudget Square Star, no not a Rooney. They tinu waradu Garunga Gari a guessum, yet the sota asitanka garako dana yet in the stadio Hunzage dana Gueguscut Neganungwe. They tinu waradu a Guades in Eganyat the Gero dana a Guegu o Guadzre on Uncle Suma. They tinu waradu. Yeti soto gunha nero na da hetstu na gani guri da di hawakwe. Ayonki atagen ha dam dawi aron hetsra na gazat stasra ne ganungwe. Dam dawi aron hetsra I can't remember. How do you say knowledge?
Atstokatsra.
That's the katsura. Okay, I don't think I ever learned that. Did we ever go over that?
I don't
No,
think
I
so.
don't think so.
Atstokatsura.
You will write it
We're
down.
gonna write that down. Atstokatsura. Okay, they tunu dam dawe aron hetsra ne asat ni got dardige ne ganyanga haga radinyato ronata hroni dano riskerebage dano dam dawe aguego on a gorn gayana asra go skana. Dam dawe aron hetsra ne skana gariwa gazat stasira gariwa gori shinsira. Yeah, okay, as always. So as you know, we always have to do the opening before we gather, and I always do the same opening to save time here because we've been spending a lot of time talking. So we're just gonna go right into the class tonight, just so that everybody knows that in the opening, that it's the things in creation that have created us and that we need to continue to sustain us. So it's up to you to put these things in their proper place tonight. Hopefully by now, everybody knows what's in the Honda Gari Wadekwa anyways. Okay, so our first word tonight then is what we just learned. Is that the whole thing? We seen the whole thing?
Yeah.
Atokatsura.
Atstokatsra.
Ato.
KHA is ka.
Ato. You're gonna put one after to. And then ka. Ato katsura. Yeah. It's funny, I just one word like that to break it down into so much, to break it down into 4 pieces like that. Okay, just to set the stage for tonight. We've been having a lot of meetings, a lot of very important gatherings, bringing people's minds together from many different backgrounds. And so tonight we're going to talk about this. So all of us are involved in this process. So just remember or think of the process that you're involved in. Think of what words we might need to use in a similar circumstance in the future. So knowledge. Okay. So let's go from Yuzagahawe. Yuzagahawe. Let's say it's time to how would you say it? Talk about or share knowledge. Ooh, it's hot here.
Yeah, I just realized.
Oh my goodness, it's really boiling hot in here.
Yeah, use a gahiwe, I do a tarakwe, and you can put atto katsura.
Yeah, you gotta put Yuzagahawe above.
Okay.
Oh, okay, no, leave it like that. Okay, it's all right. Knowledge would be just the heading. Okay,
Yeah, but I still have to put this one he just said, so it's not what I thought. So to share is ayete watara, were right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. It's time. It's time to talk about knowledge.
Oh my goodness, okay. I'm all mixed up.
yeah, put it from share to talk, like you said. Because then we're putting it in the realm of oration. This is one of the things that we see in the world as to how slowly over multi-generations that the society has come to believe something else other than what their own collective knowledge is. And how that's happened is through writing things down. Because when things are written down in the written word, it could be written, for example, 2,000 years ago. 2,000 years later, everybody's trying to think about it in today's terminologies, and it just doesn't fit in today's terminologies. And therefore, the original thing is not understood and not conveyed. Writing down our knowledge in the way that it has been done in the non-native world is what actually took the knowledge away. So clear to have a living knowledge, a living language, living people. This is in real time where real people are having communication face to face, not a letter. You're face to face to understand. And so the true conveyance of knowledge is through the natural way of which our people have always done, through oration. Okay, so it's, yeah, to talk about really centers it squarely within oration. Ayade. I think we leave that just like that, all right?
Okay. Use a
Anybody?
gahiwe. Use a gahiwe, I do a tarakwe atto katsura.
Yuzagahawe, ayate watarakwe, ato gatsura.
Atto katsura.
Atto gatsura. What's going on here?
It would be and. Yeah, but maybe. Oh yeah, no, okay. And.
Oh,
You're not forced to do it.
Yes. Asadasava.
You want him to?
Can you repeat it one more time?
Yuzagahiwe, Idawatarakwe at Stokatsura.
Yes, sir. Gaiawe Asata. No.
Idawatarakwe.
Taraka. Astanoa. Asta.
At Stokatsura.
Astakasta.
Yusokahewe, ayede wadarakwe, atokatse. C'est pour
Isoka ewe aite watarakwe atokatsera.
Wow.
Ioan sankoe ai watarakwe atokwatsera. Yosakahoe ayete wadarake atokatsera.
Mountain.
Yunzagahewe, Ayete Watarakwe, Atokatsera.
Right on.
Elsa.
Yusangahewe. Sorry. I'm doing again. Yusangahewe. Ayete watarangwe. Atokatsera.
Okay.
Janet.
Yunsaga Hawaii Ayete Wata Rakwe Adokatsura.
Yosakahewe, ayede wadarakwe, atokatsera. Okay, Yotutnuni. So the order for today is Stuart as usual, then Anne, Marie-Claude, Michel, Hélène, Edith, Mark, Elsa, Janet, and me.
Okay, the Ayade Watarakwe. Let's put a break. Wata. Okay, let me look at it because that I was having a problem with. Ayate Watarakwe. Ayate Watarakwe. Ayate Watarakwe. Okay, yeah, that's easier to pronounce like that. Yuzagahawe Ayate Watarakwe. Yeah. Okay. All right, so we must share the knowledge that our mothers have passed down to us or conveyed to us or however it is like here. Okay, either you need an S on mothers or else you have to change had to has. Any place to be cleared up over there?
Yeah.
Okay. Write this male dominance.
No.
Has altered our identity. And the knowledge that our identities carry. we ever talk of male dominance in any of the Kanienkeha classes?
I don't remember. I don't think so.
Okay then. All right, let's go to, oh no, I've got to stay there, right?
Gani statsara jukiawi at do katsara.
Gunny. Jung. And between the key. Okay.
Gani statsara jukiawi at do katsara.
Statsura Junkiawi Adopgatsura.
Oh, my turn. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Indotare. Yeah. Gamstra. Yongiare. Atsikatra. Thank you.
Afghanistan sera Jokihayawi Advocat sera. Michel, tu l'étudies dessus?
Ganistansera, Jonkiawi, Adogatsera.
What's all that noise?
Sorry.
Afghanistan sera Jokihayawi.
Max, it's your turn.
It's me? Okay.
Yeah.
Ganistansera Tunkiawi Atokatsera.
Very good.
Elsa?
It's Afghanistan sera Junkiawi at Donketzera.
Janet?
Gani statsara junkiawi at do katsara.
Mm.
Afghanistan sera Jokihayawi Advocat sera.
Okay, we're gonna put another phrase right under this. It's not gonna be the other English one, so let's go underneath this. Through teaching. Okay, wait a minute. Wyagerder, this is what I want to say. It continues. We must share the knowledge that our mothers have passed on to us. So through them speaking, teaching us orally, and also through our blood. eat it. In that the phrase underneath that, male dominant
He
self-identity.
just sent
Huh?
He just sent it.
Holy.
Well, you break it the way you want.
Ayate. Ayate. What day? What day? Yeah, at the wedding. What day?
Oh, I think I would break it at Ungwane. And then Gonsa. So gonna Gonsa. Okay. Take
We
the
don't need-
S-O-N out.
Take wax on it?
S-O-N, take it out. The one you're at, yeah. Gonna Gonsa Gonsu.
Okay. Ayade wade wayesta ungwa wanago dano ungwane guashagunso.
One a day. One a day, one nesta,
I do what Dewi este.
wait till the man esta. I don't think there I am. Holiday. What day? Ongwa. Wanago. Dano. Ungwane. Gwensa. Unsa.
Okay, now say it really fast.
Ayede wadi wayeste, ungwa wenago, dano, ungwani, gwansa.
Kevin.
No, I'm trying to
Kevin.
read it. I did what they want to stay on one account on quantity, one shotgun sign.
I already wait, on what, when my con, then on the one start on so.
Ayete wade wayeste, ungwa wenago, dano, ungwane wansa gunso.
Ayete wade wayeste, ungwa wagan wanagu, tanu, ungwane kwansa kunzu.
That's the one.
Ayete wate wayeste. Ongwa wanaku. Danu ongwane. Kwansa gumsu.
That's the one, madam.
Yatiwade Rieste Onkwa Wanago Dano Onkwani Gwanstakuno Gwansakuno
Yeah,
Gwansaguson.
yeah, you had it right.
No,
No,
Ayede wade wayeste, ungwa wenago, dano, ungwane, gwansa, gunso.
The one, that's the one, Angel. Okay, male dominance.
Someone is like pushing me. Like because of Janet. Okay, fast.
Okay, put there after that. And we no longer carry the peace of our mothers. Another line. Now we're the
hang on,
violence of the
because
males.
He's gotta see that one.
Look up here. Next.
Ranungwe, Kanienkeha Class, Deodenyo, Adokatsera Dano Sinide, Wayodan.
Sinite waya todos. Sinite waya todos.
Oh, Dodas, okay. Dodas.
Okay, I'll read it. Runungwe raodi nyagat Runungwe raodi nyagat stotsera Deodenyo atto katsera danu sinite waya todos.
Ranungwe, Rodinya Gatstansera, Deodenyo, Atdokatsera, Dano Tinide Wayododas.
Monigwe, Nona, Nas,
Raodinya
Ronaldinia,
gatstonsera
Gana, Ganstanskana. Dani, Danite, Nona, Ata, Gastasala,
atto katsera
Asala. Tone, Dano, Anita, Wanado, Dos.
sinite waya todos.
Ranungwe, Raudinia Castansera, Deodenyo, Adokatsera, Dano Sinide Wayadodas.
Panang kui Tautinya Katsera Katensera Teotinyan Adokatsera Danon Dinite what's the
Urakwe, Rasuna, Katsera, Yote, Non, Adokatsera, Danon, Tiniti, what's the
Ranungwe raodinya gatstansera Deodenyo Adogatsera Dano Sinite Wayo Dodan.
Ronunque Ratinia Catstansera Teodeniu Adokatsera Danu Sinite Wayado Dance.
Very good.
Pronunque Rautinia Ketsansera Teoteniu Etukatsera Danu Sinite Wayado Dance.
Nonunque laotinia catstatsera deotenio adocatsera dano giniti dodas.
Olungue, Raudinia, Stansera, Deotenio, Adogatsera, Dano, Tinite, Wayado Dance.
Okay, there's a problem with that Deo Denu. We got the break in the wrong place. Take it out of there and put it in between Deo and De. Yeah. Can you pronounce that word again while you're Gerdo?
Which one?
Deo Denu?
Yeah.
Deodeniu.
Deo Denu. Okay, that's where the break has to be. No longer carry the peace that is in our mother's hearts.
Are we lower carry?
I'm going to sing one verse of the woman's dance in between each of these breaks.
Done, yeah. De Waha. De Waha. Done, instead of Z, T-E-T-S-I. T-E-T-S-I. Yeah. Danayata Jidawahawe, Skana, Jukiawi, got any starts at that?
Ano?
June.
Yeah. June. Right before the K. Between the N and the K. Joey. You're on the wrong word.
June, Key, and Yahweh, and got any starts at that? We don't have to. Okay, and then I left one word out, space, A, apostrophe, O, apostrophe, N-A, W-E-R, apostrophe, I-A, N-E, R-O-N-S. They're hearts. Oh, now we're Janeros. Danu ya te te wahawe. Skonu junkiawi gani stansara au nawer yane rus. Au nawer yane rus.
Dano ya Deji de Wahawe Deji de Wahawe Skano Junkiawi Ganistansera Aonewa Aonawar Yaneros.
Au nawer yane rus. Au nawer yane rus.
Aonawar Yaneros.
Dene ya Dessa Wana way. Skana dia
Junkiawi.
Gokiawe Stamenta Ganistastera Nawe ya Oros
Dano ya Dewa Hawe, Skana Choki Yawi, Ganistansera, Aho Nawe Yaneros.
Tananya Tetsi Dewa Hawi Scanan Yon Yahweh and Shan Sera Ao Yahweh Yang
Tananya Detsi Dewa wi Canon Yahweh Ganistastera Ao Nawe Yanos. Oh, now wait. Yes.
Dano ya Tetsidewahawe Skana Chionkiawi Ganistansera Aonawerianeros.
Danu yatetsi te wahawe skana chunkiawi ganastansara au nawerianerus.
Wow, Mark, you're right on the money.
Danu ya te wahawe. Skana Jugiyawi Kanienkeha au nawer yane.
Very good.
Dano yate jidaiwa we skano junkiawi ganistansera aunawe rianerons.
Danu ya Tetsi Dewa Hawe Skano Junki Yawi Anastansira Nawa Yanamos.
Okay.
Dano ya Dewa Hawe, Skana Chionki Yawi, Ganistansera, Ao Nawe Yaneros.
Okay.
What do we got next?
It means circle, what I say at the end.
That was a male song. That was not the woman's dance.
What the heck happened here? No.
Nua Aderi Yosera.
Aderi Yo.
Aderi Yosera.
R-A apostrophe
Sorry, I got that. What is it again?
R-A apostrophe O apostrophe and then Nawa, Ra'o Nawa, Dewa. Dewa, just W-A, T-E-W-A. Okay, no, Aderio Sera, Ra'o Nawa, Dewa Hawe.
Nua Aderi Yosera Raonawa de Wahawe.
Mira, Dariosa, Nawe, Dawahawe.
Nua Ageriosera Raunawa de Wahawe.
Owa ate osera aonawe ewa
Noa Ageriosera Raunawe, Dewa Hawe.
Nua Ateriosera Raunawa de Wahawe.
Nua Ateriosera Raunawa Te Wahawe.
Nua Ateriosera Raunawa de Wahawe.
Yunwa Aderiosra Laonawa de Wahawe.
Numa Eteriosera Raonawa Te Wahawe.
Nua Ageriosera Raunawa de Wahawe.
Okay, the last word, Wayagirdo, Dewa Hawe or Dewa Hawe. How do you pronounce that?
Dewa Hawe, Dewa Hawe.
Dewa Hawe. Okay, so it's not Dewa Hawe, it's Dewa Hawe.
Yeah, Dewa Hawe.
Okay, all right. Hawe, Hawe. Yeah, we don't need a break anywhere in there. Dewa Hawe. Okay, what do we got next?
That's it.
Okay, we are now the violence of the male. Which word is there? Which word there is the violence? Is that Aderio, Sarah?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's put the proper word, English words under the Kanienkeha word. So Dewahawe is, it's like we are now.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
no.
we carry. Now, Noah, Aderiosera, the violence, Raonawa, that's the males, we carry the Wahawe.
Okay, now the violence of the male is what we carry. Can we write it that way? Is what we carry?
Yeah, they make it better that way.
Take we are, just say, now the violence of the male is what we carry. De Wahawe. Can so Dewahawe, I mean. Dewahawe, that can be used in anything, right? Like they carry
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Yeah, if you're carrying water or negonos, the water.
Dewahawe. Can you even say Ganiguraksa Dewahawe?
Yeah, yeah.
Ganigurio Dewahawe.
Yeah, you can use it almost anywhere.
Okay. All right. Okay, now the violence of the male is what we carry. We must return to our mother's heart. Wait a minute. Wait. Can anybody remember? Did we already say that phrase? I have a feeling we had that phrase.
Well, not in this one, but maybe in the past.
Yeah, I'm thinking about other classes. Does anybody recall?
Could do a search in the.
Because we don't want to have repeats. Maybe something close or similar, but we don't want to repeat.
I will type we must return and look if we did it already.
We must return to our mother's hearts.
We must return, we never use that.
Okay, all right. So then we must return to our mother's hearts. Or to our mother's heart.
With them, with
Is it-
unity.
Is it voluntary that you're pinned there? Because you don't see anybody speak.
It's always his computer like that. It doesn't affect the rest. Like in Facebook, we see them.
No, I know, that's not why I asked. It's for him to see other people speaking. You want to see the other one speaking?
Ah, yeah, I never thought about it. I only pinned it on here to set it up so where we can see.
Oh, okay. Where are you there?
We have a super technician.
Yeah, but now I don't, because you were kicked out. No, I don't know how to. Because I don't see you there. It's not the same as mine.
They found that kidnapped kid a while ago. Eh?
Yeah, it's my nephew Brad, his wife, Brittany, it's her first cousin who's the father of the child that was kidnapped. So that I won't say it's part of us, but they're close to us. I don't know my nephew's wife's cousin, but still, that's really close to us. But the best that it sounds like is that whoever they had the child with, that it sounds like, well, it was identified as the mother that kidnapped him. So it sounds like somebody the mother is from the States and trying to take the kids back or something because they said New Mexico plates on the car. But that's something for us to think. Is that how can a mother be charged with kidnapping? How could that possibly be? Now, I'm not saying this to try to distort whatever happened. I don't know what happened, but just for us to think about how could a mother ever be accused of kidnapping her own child?
It has another Amber Alert from mother that kidnapped. I think it's a few weeks ago. I had the same question. How?
Me, I don't. It's the way it looks like. The way it looks. It's report like the way it looks. Maybe she done the good thing. We don't know.
Yeah. We
don't
need
know
to
the
know.
both. We don't have the
Either
both
I
sides
sent
of this.
it to you.
We just have the short tape. We don't see the two.
But in order for a mother to kidnap, then obviously this is a young child. It's not a teenager, you know. So you know that then you got to wonder then why would the mother be away, or why would that child be away from the mother in the first place? A lot of things to consider.
Edith, I sent you that thing. I don't know if you're not writing it. Or if you're not there. I don't see you. You see it? Edith? She frozen?
If we have our phone plugged to the Wi-Fi, we should disconnect it to help.
Okay, are we?
Do we have the translation for that? When I was
Oh
out?
yeah, I copied it, but
I sent it, but nobody's writing it.
guys, I'm writing it to you. Did you receive it now? I copied it. Nice. To Great Peace Organization.
Oh, it's because every time I come out, it just kicked me out again.
Yeah,
you want me to share them? You want me to share?
we're having technical difficulties here. Edith keeps losing the Wi-Fi signal.
Might as well share it you want to because
Change of thing.
All right. Wow.
Let me set up.
You know,
What the heck is that?
That's how come it's not big for you? Okay. You want it to be bigger?
Or at least be able to see it.
well, I'm back if you want to try it again.
Try it.
Can you send it to me again?
It's just copy and paste. So third one. See it?
did you send it to her, Angel?
Yeah, 3 times.
It just kicked me out. Never mind. Just go with it.
Big enough?
A little bit bigger. That was barely anything.
Just let it.
Okay, yeah.
Can put it bigger. Yeah, but I only have not a big screen.
You can put a break at that. Ja, Z the way. Yeah, Z.
Where? Oh,
Second word.
there?
Yeah. Z the way.
You don't see the walk away. You don't see the way.
Can you start on okay, yeah, we don't need any more breaks. We're ready.
Okay, onneksi you see the way. Onneksi you see the way you keep me staha. Our yanera gonsu.
Onneksi ja zidawe jonkin staa on our yaner rahusu.
Honestly, Yantisa Dewe, Yonkinistafa, Ao Nawe, Yamina Ragusta.
Onexi, Yodzidewe, Yonkista, Aonaweriani Ragusu.
Okay.
Oneski Yansi Away Yankinistan at Anaway Yan Akonsa.
Honesty, then the way, Yankinisi, Eden, and on the way, Yan Bagason.
Onexi yantidewe yankinistaha aon lawerianera gonso.
The one.
Unekti Ian Tewe, Yunkinista Ao Nawer Yane Ragunso.
It's right on, Mark.
Anixi Yotsi Tewe. You can istana Aonawer Yanera Guso.
Right on, Elsa.
Nexi yan Chiloe, yan Kinistaa, Nawa, Yane Ragunson.
ONXT, yon si tewe, yon kiniston, o nawa yana ragonsun.
It's the one.
Honestly, Yansidewe, Yansistoa, Aonawer Yane Ragunso. They are like Nuni.
Very good.
Okay, what do we got there? And live the way that they have taught us, or to live the way they have taught us.
I believe the last one would have a better break if it was Yanera. Mhm.
Like that, Mariko? Huh?
Yanreira Gusu.
Yeah.
Okay, try moving that the apostrophe in Yane. Put it after the RA and let's see how it looks there. Yanreira Gusu. Try reading that, Elsa, the whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Onixi onsi tewe. You can instana now where yanera gusu.
It flows easier, huh?
Yeah.
Yanera Gusu. Yanera Gusu. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it like that. Now we're Yanera Gusu. Yeah, very good.
Okay, I sent you the other one, whoever's.
Jojo.
Naya Jun Hedgege.
What?
Ya Jun Hedgege. Jiniji Yunkiri Hunyani. But after Naya Jun Hedgege, make a little space because it looks like all one word. Yeah, okay, and then Jiniji, okay, now that's good. Naya Jun Hedgege, Jiniji Yunkiri Hunyani.
Okay, Najat doing Hedgege.
Wait, listen close, Stuart. Naya Jun Hedgege.
Naya Jun.
Yeah.
Naya Jun Hedgege, Ziniji Yunkiri Hunyen. Yene?
Nyoni.
Yunkiri Hunyani. Yunkiri Hun? Yunkiri Hunyani. It's a little bit too small for me to see from here.
Naya Hestia, Tilini is Lili.
Yunkiri Hunyani.
Yo Kuhini Yanani.
Naya Hechige, Initi, Yonkiri Hunyani.
Netiki, Tiniti, Yankiri, Yanyan.
Is it?
Naya Chong Hejige, Tsinitsi, Yonkiri Hunyani.
Na yanchu hecheke tinitsi yunkiri hunyani.
Naya choecheka. Senitsi yukiri oniani.
John Hedige Janiti Yonkiri Honi Niani.
Na yajum hejige. Jiniji yung kiri hun niani.
Nayachum.
Hejege, Tinitsi, Yongiri, Honyani. Theototnani. Is it?
Was there somebody else there?
I heard something, but I don't think there's someone else.
Sounded like somebody else.
Somebody maybe repeated it, but there's no one new.
Okay, all right. Now this in English. Okay, we'll write this out. Don't start translating it. We gotta massage it out to get the proper phrase that we want. Of all life on earth, we are the only species or thing, or however what you would write, or however you would identify it. I mean, we are the only species that does not listen to our mother, that does not follow our mother into peace, but follows our fathers into war.
You want to try it again, sharing that?
We're gonna try to see how much it lasts.
Yo, yo, hey, on yo, yo, hey, on yo, hey, oh, hey,
Okay, Hagwegu, Yuhne Unwe, Tia Junhak, Yetiseres Runungwe, Aderio Serago.
Okay, just on dirty yo, Serago, on dirty yo. Aguego, Niowe,
You ne unwe.
you ne unwe. Okay, you ne. Okay, Aguego, you ne unwe, Gia Tia Junha
Tia Junhak.
Tia Junhak Ye Tiseres Ronungue Aderio Seragu.
Agrego, Niue, Onwe, Viagra, Yan, Ha,
Tia Junhak.
Tiasha, Yatiseras, Ronald, Gary,
Ronungue.
Nonugue, Antisir,
Aderio Serago.
Dario Serago.
Agrego ne unwe dia junha de seres pronungue aderio serago.
Acuicon, yon we, Yaciona, sono we, aderis bacon.
Acuicon, Yoni, Owe, Itziseres, Olique, Aderio Seragon.
Agüego ne unwe tionha yetiseres ronunwe aterioserago.
Agwengu, Hunehue, Tia Junhaak, Yetiseres, Ronunque, Aterius Seragu.
Agüego, Yuneue, Tia Juak, Yudiceres Nungue, Aterio Serago.
Okay.
Agüego ne unwe dia junhak yetiseres ronunque aderio serago.
Good comeback.
Agwego, Yone Unwe, Tia Junha, Yeti Zeres, Menungue, Atrio Seragu.
Agüego ne unwe dia junha de seres pronungue aderio serago.
You know what Wayo just said to you about good comeback? Of course, in all things, you know, where everybody's going to make a mistake in something, you know, not just language, in anything. But when he identifies good comeback, this means obviously that while the person was in the mistake, they were able to catch themselves and to correct it to the point of where it's a comeback, meaning like it's almost undetectable. So this is something that is like a mechanism that we have, that most people, when they're in that scenario, they either freeze up or choke. I know this because when I'm saying certain words here and I can't do it, then I know right there I choke. And we know we choke by what happens while you're here. It's like you always say, don't back up. When you see the person, when they're backing up, that's when it's like a dead stop. That's where myself, when I'm messing up or like I can't pronounce it, that's where I choke. So the comeback to do that is very, very important. And when I said it, people laughed, you know, it was a little bit funny, but in reality, for that to have happened, that's something now that when we're talking about Janet, when we know that how you have been from, say, like the early days of the Kanienkeha classes, that to have that comeback, that is showing like a flow well, it is, it's a flow without having to break down your sentence or your communication. You know, so that is a very important thing. I think somewhere in here, we're gonna use that word. Maybe at the end, we'll put it in of comeback. Okay, but for this, the English, let's put the English with the words so that it's gonna be understood. That Yetiseres, do I understand it correctly to be on earth, all life on earth?
No, Yetiseres is that those are the women. You're following women. Yetiseres.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so Aguego, that's all. So you ne uwe,
Yeah, is life on earth.
all life on earth.
Then Tia Juhak is we're the only ones, species. And then we follow men into war.
Okay, where is the ya that doesn't? We're the only ones that does not follow our mothers.
Okay, Tia Juhak. Yeah, teaches we don't have it in there. We don't have to have it in there.
Okay, but that's what we want to identify, the separation of that.
Okay,
We're the
put-
only ones that do that.
At Tia Juhak, then put yeah there, then you got it.
Okay. Okay, does not follow. Put that under ya. That does not. It's under ya. Your teacher, let's move that over. Nothing. No, the ya, you can leave it right at the beginning. Right up, right at the beginning
Well,
of the
it's to
sentence.
center it because yeah is for that does not follow. So it's yeah. It's in the middle of that does not follow.
Yeah, teacher, that goes directly over our mothers. Okay, where is then into peace?
Teacheress. Well, the teacheress, okay, then you could just put skana in there.
Teacher, skana. No,
But
we wouldn't have to.
There's a lot of times Kanienkeha, it just does not follow the rules of English.
Okay, so then when you're saying our mothers, that's automatically peace then, right?
Yeah. Well, we know that now. Where the place we're at, it's established that all the wars is men. So if you just keep repeating it, it's kind of redundant. We already know what they do. I mean,
Okay,
not-
but here we want the phrase to say that we're not following them into peace.
yeah, well, they see the women, yeah, they teach it as skana. We're not following the peace. And then Rununga Aderio Serago and the men into war.
All right, yeah, so we'll leave skana there. Okay, and does it by Ranungue Aderio Serago, by saying that, does that like carry over from where it says we're not following our mothers to be following? Is it?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
might be ahead.
Well, for me, if I was writing it, I wouldn't even put the men in. I mean, I wouldn't put the women in there because war and peace don't belong in the same sentence.
That's what we want to.
It's got to be one or the other.
Exactly. This is what we want to show of the corruption today, that we know that the natural flow is to our mothers in peace. This is to identify that this is a choice. It is a conscious choice that people make to follow the corruption of war. So this is why it has to identify that we're not following our mothers to peace, and that instead we choose. So maybe there is the crux of the phrase. Instead, we choose to follow war, to follow our fathers to war. What would the word for that we have made the choice?
Okay. Dean Way Stush. What did? Okay. What did? Okay. What? Wait. Oh.
And that would be before Runungwe. Okay, then maybe Waiagera, think of this. We're talking about the choice. Maybe we can put in there, instead we have made the wrong choice.
Well, this is what I just wrote. The Mohawk, the Kanienkeha word, what the Wadarago, we chose, we kept. What the Wadarago. See, look at men just here in Ganawaga. They don't want to. A lot of guys that went to Vietnam and Iraq and all those places. They only went after World War II because the old men, that's all they talked about with the Great War, how great they were. They're full of shit. They didn't even know what they were signed on to. They had no rights when they were there. So the young guys, they feel like they have to follow their father's footsteps. So you're following the old man into a mistake. And look, now we got life givers going into the service and they think they're big shots. I feel sorry for them, but it's because they think like men now. They want to be heroes. They think they're heroes.
So they're brainwashed.
Well, once you see a person that's living in a bottle, and we all know somebody from the service, they're not too proud, but they can't back out now. They already put in their years.
Yeah.
Coming back.
The thing about people who go into the service, when they come out, they are the smartest people on earth. They place themselves in a condescending position. Imagine that, over others, by thinking that they know more, because soldiers who go to war, they know policies, they know the politics of the country. But of course, none of them know, because if you're a soldier, you're a grunt. You're not told nothing. Whatever they do know is all lies in order to get them to do what they're doing. So this is the brainwashing exemplified, that when we see our own people come home and then they, from being a part of the white man's corruption, then they place themselves like as if they're better. And automatically other people who are of like-minded automatically put those people into positions. So what we're doing is, from the original wrong decision to go back into war, which was some of our corrupted men, yes, went into World War I, World War II. These minds were corrupted. Now we're following, like Waiagera says, now we're following them. And then everybody down that path all believes that they're good people. They are not good people. In the first place, they follow the white man to war. They kill on behalf of the white man. And then some of those who never get in that position of having to kill, well, they think that they're good, that they're okay, their hands are clean. No, because they are part of the war machine. And so
in them descendants. Descendants.
Cognitive dissonance, yeah. Yeah, okay, so cognitive dissonance, as you know, this is a psychosis. So to have that kind of psychosis, this is the result of what you identified, Janet, of the brainwashing. So we're gonna go further into that as when we get out of this thing here. Okay, so one day what there go.
What they're all, yeah.
What they what? What they what? What they what?
One day.
One day what? There go. Okay, yeah. Okay, so what does that mean now again? One day what they what?
Well, we kept, like we chose, we kept by choice.
Okay, we chose
Yeah.
our
Fathers into war.
so we could say we chose to follow, right? Follow is in there.
Yeah.
We chose to follow.
Well, last week I was watching a football game last Sunday, and they were having an honor to servicemen.
Yeah.
And so, you know, how some team players had like camouflage stuff on. And then some guy brought up, he says, well, during the Vietnam War, football players didn't have to go to Vietnam because they were too important to die. Yeah, they were too important. So you, if you were a skinny little kid, 150 pounds, you had to go in this 350 pounders place to get shot. You know, so, you know, but people, they can't see it because all they see is the football game. But that's America.
You know, the time that you're talking of, I'm from that time. I remember all the different TV shows and who the heroes were. So we think of Joe Namath, Bobby Orr. So when I never thought about this before, but at that time, when those people were big and famous, this is in that time of war. So now that you said that, well, that explains how Joe Namath became famous then. That explains how Bobby Orr became famous. They became famous by avoiding war, not because they were conscientious observers, not because they were good people saying, I don't want to go to war. They just didn't go to Vietnam because of privilege. I wonder how many black football players weren't sent to war, or how many of them were sent to war. I wonder if it's the same for people like Joe Namath or others who were white. Well, Cassius Clay, he, as you know, he said no. Today, when you talk about Cassius Clay, who the heck is that? Everybody knows
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, but maybe this is part of the system's brainwashing upon us to label Muhammad Ali after he was Cassius Clay, so that we forget what Cassius Clay did. It made a conscientious observer saying no to war. He didn't run away to here to Canada like a lot of white people did. They ran away from the States and they came here to so-called Canada. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about that. Those people, anybody who ran away from war, they did the right thing because the war is what's not supposed to happen. Now we can argue further from there, you know, if it did happen or whatever, but we know this is a corruption in the non-native world. So we know that for us here, everybody had attained peace to the stage of where any kind of aggressions between us were settled through things such as lacrosse games, even contests like tug of war. These things settled the whatever it is in the mail, whatever we want to identify it is that goes and wants to go crazy and hit people and stuff. Those ceremonies are designed to pull the anger and aggression out of the male. And this is how all people of Turtle Island, everybody, it is a lie of the white man when they say and tell stories that we were at war too. That is an outright lie. How would any white man know anything of anything that happened here? They don't even know anything that happened here in the last 500 years. So how would they know anything that happened in the prior 500 or prior 5,000 or 10,000 years? It's physically impossible for them. So what they do is they project their own behaviors onto others. So when they read history and they see certain movements, they attribute it to the way that they move. And so, that's what it is. That's what they were doing. No, the non-native under the male dominance war mentality understands nothing of what he does. He does not understand it. And so when we look at what was the most parallel to war, it was of the Plains people. And what they had was, can you grab that thing? What they had was, prior to their old, before they had achieved peace, they had spears. Why did the Great Plains people have spears? Because they hunted buffaloes, and to hunt buffaloes, you need spears. You need something pointy. This, you cannot hunt anything with this. The most you can hunt is maybe yourself, hook yourself. So when the people seen this, they knew that these people were people of peace. And this is in fact what the Plains people utilized, known as a coup stick, a stick for counting coup. And what that was is every person that you just touched with your own coup stick, that meant that person was defeated. It's kind of like today, if a group of you or a group of anybody went to go play laser tag, with laser guns, you got an object on your body that picks up the laser, and it'll go up, beep, 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 something that notifies you that in that game, you are dead. For us, it was just quite simply being touched. After that, the person was out of the skirmish. And the skirmish for the Plains people, that ran sometimes over thousands of miles. The same way that our lacrosse games would span from Kanienkeha territory or even further, out to Maliseet, out to Mi'kmaq territory, and out to the edge of the great inland sea. So imagine how far that is. You got roughly at least 1,000 miles of lacrosse game going on. Imagine that. So this was the practice of all the people, whether it was, like I said, lacrosse game, or if they used coup sticks or whatever. So this is the way of the people. We were not war people. So even our most aggressive skirmishes with each other was not on the degree of violence of where people would get killed. Of course, there could be accidents, fall off a cliff or something like that. But as far as direct, our people stopped that over 2,000 years ago. We knew that you do not kill another human. So this exemplifies the state of evolution, collective evolution. Because in society, you can have one person that goes crazy, and just kill somebody. But when it is an organized effort, think of that, a whole bunch of people going to kill other people. That is one person who went crazy, who spread his craziness and organized other crazy people under his craziness to go and do crazy things. So the insanity of war is not anything that has existed here for at least over 2,000 years. But anybody who understands the formation of the Longhouse knows that even the formation of the League meant that the wars had to have stopped between us before even the formation took place. It had to have been, logically, when you play it out, we had to have been so beaten down by war that everybody was just like this now, just staggering around, because war makes you look like what we seen in Nazi Germany. It makes the people look like that. It makes them skinny. It makes them of no energy, no power. Because when you're at war, prior to World War I and World War II, the organizational efforts were extremely hard. The best case example of this is Napoleon trying to go across Russia. That there shows you that the efforts at war is much more than just people going and wanting to fight. You have to send infrastructure if you're going into an invasion, into a war, which all wars are, an invasion. So infrastructure is not that easy. It's not that easy to send. Everybody knows the battle or not the battle, but when Napoleon was trying to get across Russia, it was the land itself. It was the weather that stopped the people. So this is what's understood, is that war is kind of like a luxury of people who have free time, who have beautiful weather, because otherwise you're too busy living in a northern climate, which means all summer long, you got to prepare, just like a squirrel puts all his nuts away, you got to prepare all summer. So the world right now does not have the proper concepts as to the diametrically opposing of the opposite. The world doesn't understand that anymore, because the science of war has taken us light years beyond what natural human evolution is. So humans today, even though it's the science, the technology they developed for war, they don't even understand their own war technology. If they did, would they have said that atomic energy, the atomic bomb, that they're creating it'd be energy for everybody? Of course, they do not understand. War means that all the stupid people in war are in fact stupid. They can't understand a goddamn thing. That's why when they come home, you see post-traumatic stress disorder, where a lot of people, vets who are in the military, males come home and abuse their spouses, beat their wives, or else go into bars or whatever, get into fights, join gangs. They're because they're violent people. They do not fit into society. And so in the first place, the people who do not fit into society, it's because of that there's problems in their brain development, in their intellectual capacities, which means, like we said earlier, it's our responsibility to nurture the people who are weak, who are as strong as you. It doesn't mean that they're dumb or they're got some mental illness. No. It just means that that person doesn't have the faculties to cope with their circumstances. And we know this to be true, don't we? We see so many people on the streets, and this isn't even a time of war. That tells us those people cannot cope. And the reason why they cannot cope with this crazy world is because no one is designed to live within male dominance and the constructs that it creates. Hence, our jobs at returning peace, at bringing back Guyana is so important. This language class, as any other language class, except for the language that they're teaching today, the true language is so important for the world. But the language that they're teaching today, where they're teaching you about Christmas, is the problem. So what they're doing today in teaching lies to our children, where they're saying they're teaching Mohawk, but yet They're teaching a language that tells our children about celebrating Christmas, about celebrating Halloween, about celebrating the tooth fairy, all the constructs of the white man that are all fantasies. They lie to their children when you have a whole bunch of fantasies built up into your head, and then you grow up and you find out the world isn't that way. It makes the people crazy. It makes them violent. War is the end result. We do not have that. We have worked that out of us over 2,000 years ago. And so 2,000 years of evolution of words to identify behaviors that there was no words to identify those before, because those behaviors were not there. Behaviors now of when you're in peace, this is an evolved being. This is a person that if you say people are made out of 100 bits of something, people of war are maybe made of 2 or 3 bits. People of peace are made of all 100. We are complete. The people of war will be lost forever. They are putting that same darkness in the minds of their children, and it turns into multi-generational traumas. The people don't understand. The non-native people don't understand their tiny incremental actions while they're here. They'll do something over a 40-year span, and then they'll stop doing it. And they'll say, I'm retired. But that 40-year span of doing something is something that they did not want to do all that time. They show that to their children. So they're showing their children how to be unhappy, follow them into unhappiness. A lot of crazy corruption. It's insane when you break down the brainwashing that the non-native people have received, resulting from religification, commodification, democracy, putting the people, leaving them in democraticalism. They live in a world of shit. Everything is shit in their world. So our world must break down how we achieve peace. It is good to have peace. It's good to have the knowledge of it. It's good to have the words of it. But if there is a person of war right next to us, all of our language of peace means nothing, because the one person of war is gonna destroy everything for everybody. So we must defeat them. And how we must defeat them is not by tackling the current generation who is that war mentality. We must travel into the future, get to their children before they have a chance at poisoning their children's minds. Because right now, you know, all the non-native people and all the people here in Ganawage have poisoned the minds of their children in the last few weeks of what? It's 100th anniversary of the war, First World War. It's actually the 105th anniversary. And they make their children in school take poppies and go and sell those poppies. So they make their children relive a war that they were not a part of, that happened 105 years before, and they're subjecting their children to that insanity. This shows us, we know we are dealing with insane people. And so insane people cannot be allowed. They cannot be allowed around children. If we were of the same aggressive force of the white man, we would not allow him to keep his children, because he's making his own children insane just like him. And so we must teach him. This is our job. So we must articulate from us, our understanding, to his understanding. If we do not, we know he is not going to go away. He is not going to disappear. He is going to continue in his insanity. And so the purpose of this, everything we are doing, is to stop his insanity, but by not going to him, because if we do, his insanity could brush off on us. He could even kill us. He's insane. That's a fact. So we have to get to his children. This is what we are doing right now. in all the things that we do. We are getting to his children before he has a chance to corrupt his own children. So it is very important that we get the proper sentiments across from the people who know peace. Let's get the sentiments to the people who don't understand a damn thing about this world. Get it to them. We'll get them speaking peace, talking about peace. Soon, their children, always hearing them talk about peace, their children will be the ones to make it happen. So we know this is how it happens, right? You don't go into the garden right now and expect to get a corn out of there. No, you go into the garden right now, plant a seed, and you know in the future, you'll be able to go and get a corn and feed yourself with it. So this is our process. Everybody has to understand the process of what we're doing. Okay, where are we in time?
8:47.
8:47. Okay, so let's go 3 more minutes and then we'll go into
We
the,
didn't say this part.
what?
We didn't say this.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you did say it. You just didn't use that one word, what they're all.
Okay, let's use that one word.
Right.
Ya yetisi skana, wande wateragu, ranungwe aderio seragu.
Ayodisa, Skana, Wana, Dewaga, Dewa,
What they're all.
Wande Wataraga, Onongwe, Adiro Saraga.
Ya yetiseres skana mondewaterago ronungue adirio serago.
Ya te seres kennen, wetawa te rako, anangui, ateria serako.
Yeah, Yetiseres gonna. Oh, sorry.
Ya yetiseres kennen, watewaterago, onongwe adirio serako.
Yeah, Yetiseres gonna when the waterago renungue adirio serago.
Ya yetiseres skana, wante waderago, renungue ateriu seragu.
Yeah, you did say it, well, one day what they might, one day what they're going where they use it.
Yeah, Yetiseres gana, wede waterago, renungue aderio serago.
Ya yetisi skana, wante wateragu, nungue adrio seragu.
Ya yetiseres skana wadewaterago ronungue adirio serago.
Okay, I think we're all tired. I think we got, what, 10 minutes left? Okay, this is where Wyatt is gonna read off all the words so everybody knows to keep your microphone offs. We're all tired.
Okay. Attokatsera, knowledge. Yuzagahewe, Idawatarakwe, Attokatsera. It's time to talk about knowledge. Ganistansera Jukiawi Attokatsera. We must share the knowledge that our mother have passed on to us. Aidawadewi is the Ungwawana Guntanu Ungwana Gonsagonsu through the teachings orally and through our blood. Runuge Rodi. Okay, Runuge Rodi. Oh, Runuge Rodi Nyagat Stonsera de Yodenyu. Agot Dokatsara Danum Jinita Waya Dodos. Male dominance has altered our identity and the knowledge of our identities. Danu, yeah, the Jitawa, Yat the Jitawa, however, Skana, Dogani, Jukiawi got Nistahara, got Nistatsara, Ao Nawarianerus. We no longer carry the peace of our mother's hearts. Nuwa Adiriosera Raonawa de Wahawe. Now we carry the violence of the male, or we carry the violence of the male, yeah. Honekchi Yonchitawe Yuki Nishtaha our Aonawarian Aonawarian. We must return to our mother's heart. Okay. Nayajun Hedja Getsiniji Yukiri Hunyoni and live the way that they have taught us. Akwego Yuhne Unwe Tiajunhaak, all in the life of the earth, we are the only species, Yate Yatista the Skona, that does not follow the mother's peace. But we have chosen to follow our fathers into war.
Okay, can we go up to go up? I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, right there. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Go down a bit. Wait. No, okay, go up. It's up. Oh, wait. Okay, go down slow. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. It's like as if it's jumping. Oh, wait. Okay. Keep going. Oh, wait. Keep going.
Well, this morning I went to visit my son, and I seen in 2 exits, I seen 2 dead deer and 1 dead moose laying on the side of the road. Oh my goodness, there was enough meat there for 4 years maybe.
Wait. Okay, right there. The top line, Noah Aderiosera Rao.
Now,
How do you say it?
Now the violence of the male, the Wahoe we carry.
Okay, wait a minute. What's going on? Okay, Rao Nawa.
Yeah, it's theirs. Well, they own it. Women don't fight. I mean, yeah, they do, but
Okay.
they don't have the war. They don't have the world war mentality.
Okay, we just gotta adjust this somehow because what I see is Rao Nawa. I don't see Nawa.
Nawa.
It's not the same word, right? When we say Rao Nawa.
No, it's Rao Nawa.
No.
Why do you keep moving it? Okay.
I don't know. It wasn't me.
Leave it. Rao Nawa. Sure.
Okay, I got an idea here. This, I don't know if this has been done, or Gertie, you tell me. Right there in between the N and the A, put a line, a dash.
No, no. Okay.
What's going on?
What do you mean?
Where is it?
You're frozen, both of you.
What?
You're frozen because
Yeah.
Winter is coming.
Everybody frozen?
No sound.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to share another? I don't know if I'm going to be back.
Okay, let's go back to that.
Right.
so tired. What you were sharing?
The last, no. Now the violin.
Oh,
Saved by
Go
the
ahead.
saved by the baby.
One letter for each time.
Okay, for me, if it's together, I see Nawa. I see Rao Nawa. If I see that Rao Nawa, when you pronounce it, it's Rao Nawa, right? Rao Nawa.
No, no.
Okay, Rao Nawa. Okay, am I the only one, or for me, the way that I see it right here with that dash, that puts Rao Nawa. But if I take it away, I see Rao Nawa. Does that work for anybody else, that dash? Is anybody grasping what I'm saying there?
Wow, that's why
I grasp what you're saying, but what they do for the dash usually is they'll put a comma there. It's called the glottal stop.
Yeah, but the comma, I'm used to that too, but the comma doesn't do Nawa for me.
that's why I just put that accent on the A because that puts the emphasis that the accent goes there. Now, what I mean.
Yeah, that's true too, Edith.
Okay, take that dash out and let's see that.
But the dash helps. No, the dash helps for people, like I get stuck a lot where the accents go, even though I know what the accents mean. So the dash actually makes you stop at the na.
Yeah, but they always say, I mean, I always question the glottal. I would never use it, but they
Oh,
put it
okay.
in. They put it in because they're supposed to be the smart ones. And I say, well, what do you put it there for? Tell me why. Hey, to stop. I said, it's the end anyways. You don't have to be, you know,
Which is the glottal?
that
The one.
double
Would
dot.
be a comma right after the A.
No, the glottal, the double dot.
Apostrophe. Apostrophe.
This
Oh,
is
this one or this
Yeah.
one?
No, the
this
first
is
one.
a glottal. That's a
That's
glottal.
it. That's a glottal.
And that line you have over the A is an accent aigu, French, right?
Yeah.
Well, it's then they're trying to say it's Mohawk, so Mo to twist it,
Okay, for us,
doesn't pay to
for
go
us
to
to,
school.
The next thing.
okay, for us to get the flow, Rao Nawa. It's not Rao Nawa, Rao Nawa. Rao Nawa. That's a separation. Rao Nawa. Okay, so for me, the comma does not do that. Comma doesn't do that. The line does it. Let's take that comma out, put the line back there.
But when you read Nyawa, you don't need it to be separated. Why Nawa you need it?
Because of the break. Nawa.
Well, for me, I want to ask a question to Mark. I don't know what Mark is doing, but he's reading Kanienkeha right on the money now. All night he was reading it. So I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing whatever he's doing it right.
Yeah, but I don't understand. I'm still having I can't speak it like that yet. That's the problem.
Yeah, but I mean, you're reading it perfectly. You're not even stopping now.
reading.
Yeah, almost, but so are you gonna ask me for
Mark,
the comma?
can you read that?
Ra'unawa.
Mark,
See?
can you read the whole top line so we can hear how that last word, how it flows?
Nua aderiosera ra'unawa.
Okay, does that line help you to say that? Or take that line out. Take that line out for him so we can visually see what we're talking about.
Well, I
No,
can do
just
ra'unawa.
NA.
NA.
No, take the.
I just pronounce
Okay.
it ra'unawa. So for whether there's a comma or a hyphen, or I'm starting to get the gist. I actually, all these commas and stuff, I don't want them anymore.
See? I'm glad you're.
I'm trying to read the word in one shot, you know. So
Okay, Guayagero, if we take that last section, NAWEN, and put it on another word, wouldn't it be Nawa?
no.
Couldn't it be Nawa?
No.
It could be,
It could
sometimes,
be Nawa, right?
sometimes.
Guayagero?
Yeah, well, but it can be anything you want it to be.
Okay, that's what I'm explaining about
Yeah.
how I see it to read it, where instead of saying Nawa, to say Nawa. You've got to understand the break there that I am not seeing in right there. I see instead of what you are all saying Nawa, I see Ra'onawa, Nawa. So there, for me, I have to see a break there, but the comma doesn't put it proper. For me, it's the line. Ra'o Nawa. Because otherwise it's Ra'onawa.
Yeah, but when everybody's learning a language like Kanienkeha, they have to put in their own phonetics in there. Because somebody could be Irish, somebody could be Jewish, and somebody's German. They're hearing a different sound, so they gotta.
Okay, so for everybody present, just look at that word right now. With the line in there, does it stop you or help you to say Nawa?
It doesn't help me, but
It doesn't help, yeah, because you could still put the accent in a different place.
Okay, but you can't say Ra'on Nawa because there's
Why
a break.
not?
Because there's a break. Ra'on Nawa, there's a break. Ra'on Nawa, there's no break. Ra'on Nawa.
Oh, okay, yeah.
you just
Okay.
really put the emphasis on the na. That's your.
Take a break.
Yeah.
No, I'm not putting emphasis on the na.
Yeah, when you pronounce it, you say how now.
No, it's the way what Guayagero said.
I
It's
know.
Nawa.
Yeah, but I personally don't need
Okay, you don't. This is why I asked. Does it help you or does it stop? Does it prevent you from saying Nawa?
No.
Does it prevent anybody here from saying
No,
Nawa?
it doesn't prevent
No,
nobody.
no.
You can
Okay,
fix it.
so then it helps. It doesn't necessarily help you and it doesn't stop you from saying Nawa. So then it's okay to put that there because it helps me to say Nawa. It puts a break instead of saying Nawa, Ra'on Nawa. That's what I'm talking about, to get me or anybody else who's reading that, to get them to not say Ra'on Nawa, to get them to say Ra'on Nawa. Okay, so that little line there, it does that for me. If it doesn't affect anybody else, then it's okay to leave that there. Okay, we're all done. The only thing then is to do the closing. Who's with us? Can I see who's with us?
Mark, Elsa, Janet, Harold, and us.
We have a guest with us in the house. I don't know how she feels. I'll ask her if she would want to do a closing. You have heard how we do the opening to open up things, and we also do a closing. Now, you don't have to do it the way that we do it. You could just do a closing and identify what you're grateful for or whatever, and whatever. If you feel comfortable.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
But-
Okay, then you have to come up, then you have to come over here and do it.
Oh, okay.
It's like an initiation.
C'est une surprise, it's a surprise. It's a new way for me to see this language, and I think this language is it was hard for me, but there's something I feel inside that this is a positive language. It's not a language for the. You can't talk about this language in the not or the bad things. That's what the word or doesn't fit in this, and the not doesn't fit it. It's very positive. That's what I feel. It's des mots nobles. This is
Noble words.
Double words, and c'est vraiment positif. C'est comme si c'était la genre de. It's a true thing, the true words. So that's it.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going. Don Z, everybody.
Bye,
Shut some
everybody.
deals.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.